There's a quiet moment that comes in every life, a moment when we pause, look around, and realize how much we've been given and how little we've truly appreciated. We spend so much time chasing what's next, the next goal, the next possession, the next validation, that we forget to thank life for what we already hold in our hands. But the Bhagavad Gita, one of the most profound spiritual texts ever spoken, whispers a timeless secret that gratitude is not just a feeling. It is a way of seeing, a way of living, a way of awakening joy in every breath we take. Subscribe the channel and stay till the end. Let's explore the power of gratitude through the words of Krishna, through the wisdom of the Gita, and through the art of joyful living. When Arjuna stood on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, his heart was trembling. He looked around and saw his loved ones, teachers, cousins, friends, standing as enemies. In that moment of confusion, he asked Lord Krishna, "What should I do? My heart is heavy, my mind is clouded." It was in that silence of surrender that the Gita was born, and hidden in Krishna's teachings was a subtle yet powerful lesson. That gratitude is not just for the good moments, it is for every moment, because every experience, joy or sorrow, gain or loss, victory or defeat, is shaping us, preparing us, polishing our soul to reflect the light of the divine. Krishna says in the Gita in chapter 2, verse 47, "You have the right to perform your actions, but not to the fruits thereof." This is one of the purest expressions of spiritual gratitude. When we detach ourselves from the results and focus on the act itself, we begin to experience gratitude for the mere opportunity to act, to serve, to love, to give, to grow. True gratitude is not about saying thank you when life goes our way. It is about whispering thank you even when it doesn't. Because even in pain, there is a hidden gift, a chance to grow in strength, in patience, in faith. Think about it. When was the last time you truly paused to appreciate the ordinary? The sunrise that paints your window every morning, the breath that fills your lungs without asking for your permission, the people who love you silently, without conditions. Gratitude begins where comparison ends. It begins when the mind stops saying, "I wish I had more," and starts saying, "I already have enough." Krishna reminds Arjuna again and again that peace does not come from control. It comes from surrender, from trusting the divine order of life. He says, "The one who is content within himself, who finds joy within himself, is truly fulfilled." Gratitude is the bridge to that contentment. Because when we are grateful, our focus shifts from what's missing to what's already miraculous. But gratitude is not passive. It's not just sitting back and saying, "Everything is fine." In the Gita, Krishna never tells Arjuna to run away from his duty. He doesn't say, "Be grateful and stop fighting." He says, "Fight, but with awareness, with love, and without attachment." Gratitude gives meaning to our actions. It transforms duty into devotion. It turns work into worship. When we act with gratitude, every gesture becomes sacred. Every small act, cooking a meal, helping a friend, completing a task, becomes a form of prayer. Krishna teaches that the wise see the divine in everything. In chapter 6, he says, "He who sees me in all beings and all beings in me never loses sight of me, nor do I lose sight of him." What is this vision, if not the purest form of gratitude? To see divinity in all, in a stranger's smile, in the challenges that test us, in the stillness of the night, is to live in constant remembrance that life itself is a gift. When we live like this, joy becomes natural, because gratitude and joy are not two separate emotions. They are the same river flowing in different directions. Gratitude flows toward life. Joy flows from it. There's a verse in the Gita where Krishna says, "Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, do it as an offering unto me." Imagine living like that. Every thought, every word, every meal, every breath offered in gratitude. When we live with that awareness, we stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, what is this teaching me? Gratitude transforms life from a series of random events into a sacred conversation between us and the divine. Many of us think joy comes after success, after the goal is achieved, after the problem is solved. But the Gita turns that idea upside down. It says, joy is not the destination, it's the starting point. A grateful heart is already joyful because it sees meaning even in struggle. When Arjuna finally understood Krishna's message, his confusion disappeared. He didn't get rid of the war outside, he conquered the war within. That's what gratitude does. It doesn't change the circumstances, it changes you. There's a simple yet profound practice hidden in the Gita's teachings. Krishna calls it samatvam, the state of equanimity. He says, be equal-minded in success and failure. This is yoga. And gratitude is the path to that equality. When we are grateful, we stop labeling experiences as good or bad. We start to see that both have their role, both have their place. Happiness teaches us to enjoy life. Pain teaches us to understand it. Together, they make us whole. So when life gives us sweetness, we say, thank you. And when it gives us storms, we still say, thank you, because the storms cleanse our vision and bring us closer to the truth of who we are. The Gita is not just a scripture, it's a mirror that reflects our inner state. When Krishna says, whatever happens, happens for the good, he is not offering blind optimism. He's teaching us the highest form of gratitude, trust. Trust that even the detours of life are leading us to where we need to be. Trust that even endings are beginnings in disguise. Trust that behind every difficulty is a deeper lesson designed for our growth. When you trust life, gratitude becomes effortless. Let's reflect for a moment. What if we started each morning not with complaints, but with a simple whisper? Thank you. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this day. Thank you for another chance to love, to learn, to live. Gratitude is not about ignoring pain. It's about remembering that even in pain, there is purpose. It's about realizing that life is not happening to us. It is happening for us. In chapter 12, in Bhakti Yoga chapter, Krishna describes the qualities of the true devotee. He says, he who is free from malice toward all beings, who is friendly and compassionate, content and self-controlled, firm in faith, such a devotee is dear to me. Look closely. Each of these qualities blooms from gratitude. A grateful person cannot hold hatred. A grateful heart naturally becomes compassionate. Contentment, self-control, faith, they all arise when we stop focusing on what's lacking and start rejoicing in what's present. The power of gratitude lies in its simplicity. It doesn't require wealth, knowledge, or status. It only asks for awareness. When you bring awareness to even the smallest blessing, a glass of water, the warmth of sunlight, the smile of a stranger, you start to realize that joy was never lost. It was only buried under the noise of desire. The Gita calls this awakening jnana, true knowledge, and knowledge without gratitude is dry. It fills the mind but not the heart. Krishna's wisdom fills both. It reminds us that the real victory is not in conquering kingdoms, but in conquering the restless mind. The restless mind always wants more. It compares, complains, and clings, but gratitude quiets it. It brings the mind back to the present, to the peace that's already here. That's why Krishna says, the self-controlled soul, moving among objects with senses under restraint, free from attachment and aversion, attains peace. Gratitude and control of the senses go hand in hand. When we appreciate what we have, we stop being slaves to what we crave. We stop chasing illusions and start embracing life as it is beautiful, imperfect, divine. If we truly lived with gratitude, our relationships would transform. We would stop taking people for granted. We would listen more, judge less. We would see every person as a reflection of the same divine light. Krishna teaches that the wise see no difference between a learned scholar, a cow, an elephant, or even a dog. This is not about equality in form, it's about equality in essence. When the heart is full of gratitude, it sees God everywhere. And when you see God everywhere, how can you not live in joy? Imagine walking through your day with this awareness. The traffic, the deadlines, the chaos, none of it disturbs you deeply anymore. Because deep within, you're anchored in thankfulness. You realize that the world outside can never steal your inner peace unless you hand it over. And gratitude is the key that locks that peace inside you forever. Gratitude is not an emotion you feel occasionally. It's a spiritual muscle you strengthen daily. And the more you practice it, the lighter, calmer, and freer you become. The Gita invites us to see life not as a burden, but as a blessing. It teaches that every soul's journey is sacred, that no effort is ever wasted, and that every experience, no matter how small, is guided by divine intelligence. When you live with that awareness, you begin to smile even in the storm, because deep down, you know, everything is unfolding exactly as it should. That is the essence of gratitude, not just for what has been given, but for what is being taught. So the next time you feel lost, the next time you feel life is unfair, pause and remember Krishna's words. Look around at the sky that shelters you, the ground that supports you, the people who walk with you. Every one of them is a silent blessing. Say thank you, not as a formality, but as a way of aligning yourself with the divine rhythm of existence. Because the moment gratitude enters your heart, the world around you begins to glow differently. You stop asking for more, and you start celebrating what already is. In the end, the Gita reminds us that gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a way of seeing life. When we live with a thankful heart, even challenges become blessings and every moment becomes sacred. So pause, breathe, and whisper, "Thank you, Krishna. Thank you, life." For the one who walks with gratitude walks forever in peace and joy. Thank you for joining us. We hope this video has offered you inspiration and insight on your own spiritual journey. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Keep practicing, keep growing, and keep walking the path of inner mastery.